Welcome back to AgriTalk Online from the Farm Progress Show in the Syngenta booth. Joining us now as we talk about the Syngenta Resistance Fighter of the Year, we have the 2012 winner, Clint Einspar from Cargill in Arapahoe, Nebraska. He's a retailer in Arapahoe, Nebraska. Clint, thanks for joining us, and congratulations on being chosen the Syngenta Resistance Fighter of the Year for 2012. Tell us about your involvement in this program and in your work in when it comes to fighting resistance.
Yeah, my involvement in the program has been to do some blog and website stuff for Syngenta, which I've really enjoyed. It's been an honor to be a Resistance Fighter of the Year. I was nominated by one of the guys, my district rep, and he nominated me, and it's just been a real honor to be that. And some of the stuff we're doing to fight resistance in our area, we really have become having trouble with kochia, and it's been really a big problem for us as it's spread from the south to the north, and you know, it was really found in resistance in Kansas. And so what we're trying to do is we've done a lot of plot work with different chemicals and different modes of action to try to clean up some of the kochia. And we're finding some stuff with pre's that are being more successful than you know, a few other things. We've gone away from total post programs, and you know, I'm really trying to get the word out as being the Resistance Fighter of the Year to try to make sure that we're doing 2-pass systems for sure, and then you know, trying to do multiple modes of action, you know, throughout the year. So that's the biggest thing.
So part of, I guess, first thing was get farmers to be aware of the resistance issue, and then here's the best way to address it. And you talked about that. You have to kind of change things up a little bit from maybe what's been done in the past. Yeah,
you know, the producers should know by now, and if they don't, they're kind of unaware of it, but they do have resistance out there. And you know, if they don't start planning for it right away, they're going to just make more problems for themselves. So the best way to do it is just to start up front and get yourself going on the resistant management strategy, and that way you can, you know, cut off at the pass anything that's really out there. So,
because no doubt they have lost production in the past because of resistance, and maybe not realize that's what the problem was.
Yeah. I mean, we were kind of turning a blind eye. We could ding the kochia the first couple of years, and we just didn't quite kill it. And we thought, you know, that's probably just because it was dry or because it was hot. But what we really didn't realize was how bad we were getting resistance out there. And so, yeah, I mean, we've really hurt production in our area because we have it so thick. And so, you know, we're really just trying to focus on how do we get rid of it, or how do we prevent it more, and we've really focused on doing that with pre's.
Now you're working with farmers like Brad Quadhammer from Hildreth, Nebraska, and your cousin, right? Now, how hard has it been to get him to realize it?
Not very hard. He's actually got quite a bit of resistance, and he's fighting a different resistance than I fight in my area. He's fighting mare's tail, and him and I we use the mobile networking system, and so he texts me pictures of what he's got, and then I laugh and enjoy that he has those problems too. So, but then, you know, we communicate a lot about what I'm doing out in my area and what he's doing, and it's kind of been neat. And that's one of the things with this Resistance Fighter of the Year, the blogs that we've been doing and some of the neat stuff we've been doing online. It's really been interesting to get to know different people and to understand what's going on in the world, because everybody has resistance. It may be different weeds, but everybody's trying something, and everybody's had a success with something that they have worked on before. And so it's really interesting to, you know, find out whether that's worked. So you look up the label of a chemical and you're like, well, that might be something that would be really good for our area. So you find that and try it out, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but at least you have some ideas of what they're doing and what we're doing, and it's been really helpful.
Well, Brad, what's worked for you?
Well, I think the best thing as far as fighting resistance weeds for me is having resources like Clint to turn to help identify problems and find solutions. So, you know, that's just one of the many things that producers are having to do as resistance becomes more of a problem to solve these issues and get higher yields.
It really is a management plan that you have to have in place, and you have to get started on it early each year.
Well, definitely. I'm working right now trying to figure out herbicide programs for next year, knowing that I've got these weeds in my fields that I have to take a proactive stance with right now.
So again, Clint, your advice to farmers out there dealing with weed resistance, what do you tell them?
You have resistance, plan for it in the fall, so that way you can go in the spring with an idea of what kind of plan to put in place. And then that way you're going out there and you're really prepared for already having resistance weeds, so you're not shocked when you do see a few escapes out there and you don't have any plan to cover that back up.
Great. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That is Clint Einspar. He's the 2012 Syngenta Resistance Fighter of the Year, and also his cousin and farmer also from Nebraska, Brad Quadheimer. Thank you both for being with us. We appreciate it very much. And again, Clint is a retailer with Cargill in Arapahoe, Nebraska.